Oh, hello. Welcome to another episode of me painting again. Oh yeah, here we are again, painting. And I've got my canvas already up, and I've painted a little bit of a design using some black acrylic. I used some, I can't see it now, just some black acrylic. And I've done this sort of tree, this big tree in the middle, and left some of the canvas white, and then give me a bit of a start really. And I'm using the water mixable oils as I always do at the moment. They're my favourite. I like using them, but you can do this with normal oils, any oils. You could probably even do this in acrylic. In fact, I know you could. But I like water mixable oils because they suit me for a few reasons. And so let's put some colour up. I'm using this bit of crimson and a bit of blue to make my background colour. I thought to myself for this one, I was like, well, I don't really know what I'm doing. And it's fun to do paintings when you don't really know what you're doing, because you learn a lot. Does mean you could make a few errors, and you might have to scrape your picture off a few times. But at the same time, if you learn, it's alright. And I'm always learning. And don't worry if you are scraping paintings off. That's another benefit of using oils. You can just get the knife and get rid of that picture. I know all you've used is some paint, and you scrape it off and then use the canvas again. Totally fine. I've done it many a time. I still do it now. And like I said, when you're experimenting, and it is fun to experiment, it happens. It's going to happen, it's got to happen. It's all part of it, isn't it? You've got to make errors for you to learn, and then to be better. Okay, that's quite warm. Sort of, at certain areas I've got more crimson than others. Okay, just sit back, have a look. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is start, get some more of this, give my brush a tap into the old paint, and start putting this in the other areas as well. This is actually a canvas that I've used before and scraped the painting off. Sometimes, like when you do that, you can instantly do it again, and you know exactly what you didn't like about your picture and what you did like, and then you can just replicate it. You do that as you do every painting. Every painting you do, you learn a little bit more. You decide, okay, I didn't like it when I did that. What can I do better? And that's what we do. I might put a bit of blue down here. I'm starting to think maybe I should have water down here. Maybe. I don't really know, to be honest. I have to think about it. Might have water down there. I switch arms when I'm painting this side. I go onto my lefty, and then when I go onto the other side I can use my right. Okay, that's probably enough. You don't need to completely cover this. Right, with the dirty brush, I'm going to go into some white, some titanium white, give that a tap. And we'll think about lighting this area up a little bit. So the light coming from behind the tree. And if you preferred it to have this nice pinkish colour, then you can do that, it's up to you. I just wanted to lighten things a bit myself. Get all kinds of different glows in there. Okay. Some light here and there. Pick up a bit more white and do these little crisscross strokes in amongst this. Creates sort of a nice misty effect. It's really a good effect actually. Works nice. Might pick up some more crimson. Over this side. I want to warm this side up a bit more. And get a bit more of the white. Go up there. Okay, let's do the old whoop, sit back, have a look. Sit back, have a look. Do we like what we've got? I do actually quite like what we've got, to be honest. A bit of light there, a bit of light there. Here and there. Okay, so we've got like a bluey crimson going on. Now we need to think about the tree in front. You probably need to put that in now. So we'll use some burnt umber. I'm sort of looking at the shape that's been created and I'm thinking, I quite like that. Quite like that. I might bring a little blue into my brown as well. Just picking that up using this brush. It's just a number 4 Daily Brownie graduate brush. The only reason I use these, I mentioned it before, is I like the long handles because then I can still sit back and paint at the same time. So I'm liking this shape. I like the shape that's been created. It's got a bit of a bonsai look to it, hasn't it? Bonsai tree. I love bonsai trees. I love trees in general. They're so awesome. Let's say this tree is like that shape. Like that, yeah. Yeah, quite like that shape. Maybe we've got this tree over here as well. Remind myself, put it in while we're thinking about it. Okay. Then put in a few branches. And then we need to think about the, oh yeah, there's another tree there. Forgot about that one. Need a bit more paint. You can see another branch there. Okay, and now I need to think about the leaves. Now what I was thinking originally, I might use this one. I'll just pick up some colour, bit of blue, bit of crimson, create like a dark colour. And I'll just use this, it's another Daler Rowney brush. Thinking about the tree shapes, and I'll just tap in colour. Just tapping it in. Thinking about like the leaves. Oops. Just grabbed some brown then by accident. It doesn't matter, we're just really putting in dark. There'll be quite a lot of dark up here. Looking at the different clumps, looking at this bit here, and here. Sit back, have a look. Yeah, and now I might use this bigger brush. Bigger brush, and I'll knock in some more leafy areas. Could do with some more crimson actually. Purple. Okay. Just building things up slowly. Sitting back, having a look at what I've got. Thinking about it. Thinking about what I need to do. What I need to do to improve things. Thinking about the ground. About, I'm just tapping, by the way, just tapping paint off. Sit back, have a look. Think in the background there could be a few shapes. An indication of a tree there. Send that back, black with a bit of dark here. Okay. Right, let's have a look at that. Yeah, I could do with some more of those. I quite like that. I might get my liner brush, go into this light colour, crimson and white and a bit of blue, a light lavender. And then do a bit darker than that actually. Okay. Yeah, you can see it now. Put in a thinner looking tree. Maybe there's a few little branches that go off this one. Maybe there's another. You can see another one back there. Yeah, that'll do for that. Now, what I was thinking of doing is to add some really bright red, some bright red on some of the areas. So I might stick to this dirty brush. Let's say this tree. Looking at areas that I think there would be just want it on that tree though, just to make that one stand out a bit. Now I think what I need to work on the trunk a little bit just to bring that out as well. Like I said, I'm kind of experimenting a bit here, messing around, just seeing what I can come up with using a bit of creativity. So I've got a bit of this burnt umber, and burnt umber and some burnt sienna and some white, and made sort of a brownish colour. And then what I think I'll do is a bit of a highlight on this tree, pulling down. Get a little bit of that red and throw that in my colour. Just sort of let the brush just allow some of this colour to fall off. Just roll the brush on the side there. Get a little bit of white as well, sort of a light spot, maybe there. The tree, there's a light spot there. Interesting. Get some of this dark. Just bring it together a little bit. I'm wondering if just wipe that brush. Yeah, I'm wondering if I created a blue create a bit of a blue area there. Just kind of cool this side of the tree down, really. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, now then, let's think about other areas of the forest. I'm thinking a bit of white and a bit of blue. We can add some different branches, different colours. A bit of that. Leave some darker bits. We don't want it all to be bright. Okay, sitting back, having a look. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like using it, the blue and the red in that manner. I like it. It's different. Okay, now I've got to think about this. I was thinking if that was water, so get a bit of brown. Brown and white. Okay. A bit of this dark in there. Do that there and then there. Yeah. So let's get a bit of this white. Let's say there's some water. There. Just pull that straight down. Use this clean brush. Cleanish anyway. I'll go across there. It's got a bit of a nice mistiness to it. Now we need to get some of this crimson and blue mixed in with my brown. Gonna create a land area. Bit of a pond area. We'll have the grass coming down there. Make it look a bit like some of the ponds that I walk around. A bit dark. Okay. Just pull a little bit of that down. Okay, just sit back, having a look. Yeah, what I'm thinking now, maybe I did put a bit of yellow out and suddenly I'm not sure. Yeah, this sort of dirty red might do it. Bit of a grassy area. Over here as well. So I'm using the roundness of the brush to create these. Okay. Get a little bit of light and then let's say some of the light sort of hits some of these bits. Okay. Yeah, I quite like that. It's quite interesting, different. I might put you have to let me know if you like these sort of experimental type paintings where you don't use any reference, you just do a painting and see what happens. Put some grassy bits in using the liner. You can do that, add all kinds of little detail. Okay, I might put in a few little water ripples. Like that. Something I thought of is you could send the water right round this tree. Have some fun with that. yeah. I think the other thing that I need to do when I look, I'm like, wow, that could do with being a bit darker underneath here. There needs to be like some soil. Let's get some of this dark brown. And then could get some of this lighter colour underneath that. Yeah, quite like that. Maybe a few light spots there. And as always, you know me, I could keep going and going and going with these paintings. To the point where I paint too much. Like that tree now is just all one, too much light, you see. Go back, rectify it. I'll try to anyway. Sit back, have a look. Sometimes a slight shade is better than a major one. I feel like this area, it looked like there should have been a branch there and it broke. I thought that when I was painting the tree. If you see something like that, it's best to put it in. Otherwise it'll bug you. Okay. I think we'll call this one pretty much finished. It's a fun one. It's a little bit different. It's got a bit of a fantasy look. I can imagine you could do all sorts in here. You have a creature in the water, or you could have someone in the tree, or whatever you like. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this episode, and if you like to send me a message, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to support the shows, you can join my Patreon, or if you want to share my videos, and thanks very much, because the more people view my videos, the more people learn to paint, which is great for me. It's good to know that beginners are learning from my videos and then taking their painting to the next level, beyond my level. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. Cheers, bye.